I'm Adam.
And I'm Julia. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited to bring you another episode packed with tips and insights to help you on your English learning journey.
Today, we're diving into a topic that's essential for every English learner: building confidence. Whether you're just starting out or you've been learning for a while, confidence plays a crucial role in your progress and how comfortable you feel using the language.
That's right, Adam. Confidence can make the difference between speaking up and staying silent, between practicing regularly and avoiding opportunities to use English. In this episode, we'll share practical tips and strategies to help you build your confidence and become a more self-assured English speaker.
But before we get started, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Adam, an English teacher with over 10 years of experience helping students from all over the world improve their English skills.
And I'm Julia. I've been teaching English for the past 8 years, focusing on helping learners build their speaking and listening skills. We're here to share our knowledge and support you in becoming a more confident English speaker.
So, let's get into it. How can we start building that all-important confidence? Stay tuned as we explore some effective strategies and share our personal tips.
You're listening to the English Globe. Let's get started.
So, why is confidence so crucial in language learning? Well, confidence affects almost every aspect of your ability to learn and use a new language. When you're confident, you're more likely to practice speaking, engage in conversations, and take risks, all of which are essential for improving your English skills.
Absolutely, Adam. Without confidence, it's easy to fall into the trap of avoiding opportunities to use English. You might worry about making mistakes or not being understood, which can hold you back from making progress. But remember, every mistake is a learning opportunity.
Let me share a personal story to illustrate this. When I first started learning Spanish, I was very hesitant to speak. I worried about my accent and making grammatical errors. But one day, I decided to just go for it and had a conversation with a native speaker. Yes, I made mistakes, but that conversation boosted my confidence tremendously. I realized that people were generally understanding and supportive, and that gave me the courage to keep practicing.
That's a great story, Adam. I had a similar experience when I was learning French. I was terrified of speaking in public, but I forced myself to participate in a language exchange group. The first few sessions were tough, but as I kept going, my confidence grew, and my French improved significantly. It's amazing what stepping out of your comfort zone can do.
Now, let's talk about some common fears and challenges that learners face. One big fear is the fear of making mistakes. Many learners worry that they'll say something wrong and be judged for it.
Exactly, and that fear can be paralyzing. Another common challenge is the fear of not being understood. It's frustrating to speak and feel like the person you're talking to doesn't understand you. This can make you feel like giving up.
Then there's the fear of speaking in front of others. Public speaking is challenging in any language, but it's even more daunting in a language you're still learning. This can lead to anxiety and avoidance, which doesn't help in building confidence.
And let's not forget about self-doubt. Many learners struggle with the belief that they're not good enough or that they'll never be fluent. This negative self-talk can seriously undermine your confidence and motivation.
The good news is, all these fears and challenges can be overcome. Building confidence is a process, and it starts with taking small steps and celebrating your progress along the way.
Absolutely. Throughout this episode, we'll be sharing strategies to help you tackle these fears and build your confidence so you can use English more effectively and enjoyably.
Stay with us as we dive into some practical tips and exercises that will help you boost your confidence and become a more self-assured English speaker. You're listening to the English Globe. We'll be right back.
Tips for building confidence.
Welcome back to the English Globe. Now let's dive into some practical tips for building confidence in your English learning journey.
Practice regularly. First up is the importance of consistent practice. Regular practice is key to building confidence. The more you use English, the more comfortable you'll become with it. It doesn't have to be a huge time commitment either. Even short daily practice sessions can make a big difference.
That's right, Julia. Consistency is more important than duration. Here are some practical ways to incorporate English practice into your daily life. Try listening to English podcasts or music while commuting, reading a few pages of an English book before bed, or using language learning apps during your lunch break. The goal is to make English a regular part of your routine.
Start with small steps. Another effective strategy is to start with small, achievable goals. Setting small goals helps you build confidence gradually without feeling overwhelmed. For example, you could start by greeting someone in English, ordering food at a restaurant, or writing a short email.
Exactly, Julia. Small victories build momentum. One of my students set a goal to introduce himself in English at every new meeting. It was a small step, but over time, it made a huge difference in his confidence. Similarly, you could aim to learn and use one new word or phrase each day. These small steps add up quickly and boost your confidence.
Use positive affirmations. Positive self-talk is a powerful tool for building confidence. Using positive affirmations can help you overcome self-doubt and develop a more optimistic mindset about your language learning journey. Remind yourself regularly that you are capable and making progress.
That's a great point, Julia. Some examples of positive affirmations learners can use are, I am improving my English every day. I can communicate effectively in English. And every mistake is an opportunity to learn. Repeating these affirmations can help reinforce a positive attitude and boost your confidence.
Embrace mistakes. It's also important to embrace mistakes as part of the learning process. Mistakes are not failures, they're opportunities to learn and grow. The more you allow yourself to make mistakes, the more you'll learn and the more confident you'll become.
Absolutely. Let me share a story about a successful entrepreneur I know who learned English as a second language. She made countless mistakes along the way, but she embraced them and kept pushing forward. Her willingness to make mistakes and learn from them was a key factor in her success. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, and they are a natural part of learning.
Find a supportive community. Lastly, finding a supportive community can make a huge difference in building your confidence. Being part of a group where you can practice English and share your experiences can provide encouragement and motivation. Language learning groups, clubs, or finding a language partner can be very beneficial.
There are many online communities and resources available as well. Websites like meetup.com offer language exchange groups, and apps like Tandem or HelloTalk connect you with language partners from around the world. These communities provide a safe and supportive environment for practicing English and building your confidence.
To sum up, building confidence in English learning involves regular practice, setting small goals, using positive affirmations, embracing mistakes, and finding a supportive community. These strategies can help you become a more confident and effective English speaker.
That's right, Julia. Implementing these tips can make a significant difference in your language learning journey. Stay tuned as we move on to some role-playing exercises that will help you practice these strategies in real-life scenarios. You're listening to the English Globe. We'll be right back. Now that we've discussed some great tips for building confidence, let's put them into practice with a few role-playing exercises. Julia and I will demonstrate some common situations, and we'll show you how to handle them confidently.
Scenario 1. Introducing oneself. Let's start with a simple but important one. Introducing yourself. I'll play the role of a new person you're meeting, and Adam will demonstrate.
Hi, my name is Adam. I'm from London, and I work as an English teacher. It's great to meet you. What's your name?
Hi Adam, I'm Julia. I'm from New York, and I'm also an English teacher. Nice to meet you too.
See how easy that was? A simple introduction like this can help you start a conversation and build your confidence. Now, try practicing this on your own or with a friend.
Scenario 2. Asking for help. Next, let's do a scenario where you need to ask for help. I'll be the person you're asking for help, and Adam will demonstrate how to ask confidently.
Excuse me, could you help me find the nearest post office?
Sure, it's just down the street. Take the first left, and you'll see it on your right.
Thank you so much.
Asking for help can be intimidating, but remember that most people are happy to assist. Practicing this can make you more comfortable in real situations.
Scenario 3. Making small talk. Now let's practice making small talk. Small talk is a great way to build confidence in casual conversations. I'll start the conversation, and Julia will respond. Hi, Julia. How's your day going?
Hi, Adam. It's going well, thank you. How about yours?
It's been good, thanks. I just finished a new book, and it was really interesting. Have you read any good books lately?
Yes, I just finished one about travel adventures. It was fascinating.
Small talk like this helps you get comfortable with conversational English. Practice these kinds of exchanges with friends or in social situations.
Encouragement for listeners. We encourage you to practice these scenarios on your own or with a language partner. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Don't worry about making mistakes. They're part of the learning process.
Exactly. Try to incorporate these role-playing exercises into your daily routine. Whether you're introducing yourself, asking for help, or making small talk, each practice session will help you build your confidence.
That's all for our role-playing exercises today. Keep practicing, stay positive, and remember that confidence comes with time and effort.
You're listening to the English Globe. We'll be right back after this short break with our listener Q&A session. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the English Globe. Now, it's time for our listener Q&A segment. We've received some great questions from our listeners about building confidence in English learning. Let's dive in.
Our first question comes from Maria in Spain. She asks, I get very nervous when speaking English in front of others. How can I overcome this anxiety?
That's a common issue, Maria. One effective strategy is to practice speaking in low-pressure environments first. Start by talking to yourself in English or recording your voice. Gradually, try speaking with friends or family members who are supportive. As you build confidence, you can start participating in larger group conversations. Remember, everyone feels nervous at times, and it's okay to take small steps.
Also, focusing on deep breathing techniques before speaking can help calm your nerves. Take a few deep breaths to relax your mind and body. Visualization techniques, where you imagine a successful conversation, can also boost your confidence.
Great tips, Julia. Our next question is from Lee in China. He asks, how can I stay motivated to practice English regularly?
That's a fantastic question, Lee. Staying motivated can be challenging, but setting specific, achievable goals can help. For example, aim to learn 5 new words each week or have a short conversation in English every day. Tracking your progress and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, can keep you motivated.
Additionally, try to make learning fun by incorporating your interests. If you enjoy cooking, try following English recipes. If you like music, listen to English songs and learn the lyrics. Finding ways to enjoy the process will make it easier to stay motivated.
Our next question is from Ahmed in Egypt. He asks, I understand English well, but I struggle with speaking fluently. How can I improve my speaking skills?
That's a great question, Ahmed. One effective method is to engage in regular speaking practice. Find a language partner or join a conversation group where you can practice speaking in a supportive environment. Don't worry about making mistakes. Focus on expressing your ideas.
Another tip is to practice speaking about familiar topics. Start with subjects you know well, such as your hobbies or daily routines. This can help you build fluency without the added pressure of learning new vocabulary simultaneously. Over time, gradually expand to more complex topics.
Excellent advice, Julia. Our final question comes from Anna in Brazil. She asks, how can I use positive affirmations to build my confidence in English?
Positive affirmations are powerful because they can change your mindset. Start by identifying any negative thoughts you have about your English skills and replace them with positive statements. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good at English, say, I'm improving my English every day.
Write down your affirmations and read them aloud daily. Some examples are, I am a confident English speaker. I learn from my mistakes and grow, and I enjoy speaking English. Over time, these affirmations can help you develop a more positive and confident attitude.
Thanks to everyone who sent in their questions. We hope our answers help you on your journey to becoming more confident English speakers. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out to us.
You're listening to the English Globe. Stay tuned for our closing segment, where we'll recap today's tips and give you a sneak peek of our next episode. We'll be right back. As we wrap up today's episode, let's recap the key points we discussed about building confidence in your English learning journey.
First, we talked about why confidence is so crucial. Confidence helps you practice more, engage in conversations, and overcome common fears and challenges like making mistakes and speaking in public.
Then, we shared several practical tips for building confidence. Practicing regularly, starting with small steps, using positive affirmations, embracing mistakes as learning opportunities, and finding a supportive community. We also demonstrated some role-playing exercises to help you practice real-life scenarios.
We also answered some great questions from our listeners, providing advice on overcoming anxiety, staying motivated, improving speaking skills, and using positive affirmations.
Remember, building confidence takes time and effort. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every step you take is progress.
We believe in you and your ability to become a confident English speaker. Keep pushing forward and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem.
Looking ahead, in our next episode, we'll be discussing effective strategies for expanding your English vocabulary. We'll cover practical tips for learning and remembering new words, as well as fun activities to make vocabulary building enjoyable.
Thank you so much.
I just get so nervous when I have to speak in front of people. Do you have any advice on how to build up my confidence?
Absolutely. First, start with small steps. Practice speaking up in smaller settings, like answering questions in class or joining discussions with friends. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel.
That makes sense. But what if I still feel self-conscious or worrying I'll mess up?
Focus on the message, not the fear. When you're speaking, try to concentrate on what you're saying rather than how others might perceive you. And remember, everyone makes mistakes as it's part of learning. Actually, it's those moments that help you improve.
I hadn't thought of it that way. I guess I just need to keep at it and not worrying so much about being perfect.
Exactly. Progress over perfection, and don't forget to celebrate small victories, too. Confidence builds little by little, so give yourself credit as you grow.
I keep freezing up when I have to speak in front of people.
That's more common than you think. Have you tried practicing alone?
I've done that, but it's different when people are actually there.
True. Maybe start by imagining you're still alone while speaking, just to ease into it.
Interesting. Do you think that really helps?
It can. Yes, visualizing calmness can trick your brain into feeling less pressure.
So, kind of like faking confidence until it feels real?
Exactly. Sometimes acting confident can actually make you feel confident.
But what if I mess up? Won't that ruin everything?
Not at all. Small mistakes are natural and they don't define your overall message.
I get that, but I'm scared people will judge me if I slip up.
People are usually more understanding than we imagine. Plus, they tend to forget small mistakes quickly.
I guess I focus too much on those tiny details.
And that's normal. Try shifting your focus to the message itself, not just the delivery.
It's hard not to get lost in my own nervous thoughts.
When you feel that way, take a deep breath and remind yourself of your strengths.
Think about the times you've spoken well in the past, even if they were small.
I usually don't notice those moments.
Maybe start paying attention and give yourself credit for each one. Confidence builds from those little victories.
So I'm building a foundation bit by bit.
Yes, each time you speak, even a little, you're strengthening that foundation.
I never thought of it like that.
It's all about perspective. Keep practicing and be kind to yourself along the way.
Thanks. I'll try to remember that.
Good. Just keep going, you'll see progress before you know it.